Hello, everybody. So I want to talk about my issues with AI. Now I had done this video. I recreated the video, and then I'm redoing this video because I just had it made a thumbnail out of what I'm going to talk about here. But this is crazy, and I'm going to use the one thumbnail for this video. So you're going to see this, and you're going to go, well, that's not you. I'm going to go, yeah, that's not me. I don't know what happened. So here we go. All right, so I have been using vidIQ for a little bit, and I tried a different AI thing, but then it told me it wanted me to pay for it, and I said, forget it, I'm not paying for this. But I'm using vidIQ to, I'm trying to make I'm trying to get my channel built up. We just hit 3,600 subscribers the other day, which I'm happy about. But I'm trying to build the channel a bit. I've been making more videos. I've been trying to follow what they say to do, but I hate clickbait titles. I won't do it. So that's not going to happen. And the titles it gives me, vidIQ, no, I'm not doing that crap. That is junk. I'm trying to be as quality as I can, and I'm trying to be true to myself here, because I don't want to be one of those guys who puts clickbait out. That's the first thing. So that's my rant so far for this video. But the one thing I've been using vidIQ a lot for is making thumbnails. Now the funny part is vidIQ hates my thumbnails. Hates them. I'm fine with my thumbnails, but it hates them. It's like, no, this is not good. But every one it comes up with for me, it loves. This is beautiful. This is great. I think it sucks. Like, they're terrible. They don't portray what I'm trying to show. So let's talk about this. I'm going to show you some of the ones that I actually did use that I like. I'm going to show you some that I didn't like at all. So let's start off with what I'm using as thumbnails. So now right now the way I do thumbnails is I take a picture of either this camera or my other camera, which I have packed away, my good camera, and I will try to take a picture of what I'm talking about. So if I'm talking about, a comb, then I will take a picture of the comb. That's what I'm talking about. If I'm talking about, anything, that's what I'm going to take a picture of. So now sometimes that's not possible if it's something ethereal like this, like I'm talking about hating AI or disliking AI. Sorry, the allergies are starting to hit now at this time of year. So let's just talk about what I did. So I made a video. First of all, I don't think it's been released yet. I've made so many, I have no idea when they've been released. So I'm doing a video. I did a video of my fuzz pedals, and so I took a picture of my fuzz pedals on my Tascam here, and I like this picture. I think this is a great picture. This explains exactly what's going on, what I'm doing, and so vidIQ, nope, don't like it, nope, not using it. So I said to vidIQ, I gave it this picture as a reference. I said make it look cartoony, because if I'm going to use AI, I don't want to look realistic, because I don't like that. I don't find that fair to the user, okay, to the person watching this, to the person. I don't find that fair. So I would rather have it look a little more animated. So that's what it did. Now I use this. I like this picture. I think it's decent. It's wrong, but it's decent. Like there are mistakes in it, but that's fine. Like none of them are connected, as you can see, but here they're weirdly connected. Boss has never made a pedal I think that has anything coming out the bottom. Most pedals don't come out the bottom. The Voodoo Fuzz has no buttons, just so you know. It does not come with any buttons. You just have the pedal, the right on. Great. That actually looks pretty decent. It's got a little more buttons than it should. It's only got 3. But it did a decent job, and I thought, you know what? Okay, I'll use this. So it wasn't a fan of this either, because it wasn't its own brilliant creation. So, but I liked it, so I'm using it. Next one. So this video did come out, I know that. So this is my 2 Canadian pedals, the Elma Combo and the Rush, and the TC Electronics. I love these pedals, they're great. And so once again, put them on top of my DP32. I still had, this is when I still had the old prototype box going. So that's what it came up with. I thought, yeah, that's good. I like that. And then I bought them for their names, because the other issue I have with what is it called? vidIQ is that it wants to it feels it needs to give me a title, a name, a word, and it's usually crap, and I hate it, and I don't want it, and it's like, please stop doing this. So I literally have to put in there, do not add any extra words. Next one was a Bad Monkey. Now this one I did release with, I think, this picture, but I thought, you know what, let's do a different picture. And so I used this as a reference, and I said put a monkey in it. So this is what it came up with. Pedal doesn't look like a Bad Monkey. Yeah, and it's kind of weird. The names of the amps are Bonquet and stuff, but it was a good picture. It was the better one of the three that it gave me, and I thought, all right, yeah, I will use that. I will try that. So if you haven't guessed, I'm most likely I'm dropping vidIQ, because I'm just not it's not for me. It's for somebody who wants to be a clickbait kind of video YouTube guy who just cares about making a lot of money. So this one I did with a different AI. I'm going to explain that, but I did include in this one the original pictures that I took, or the original comments that I made. So I gave it this as a reference. It's my two Tascams, my 414 and my 464, both of them, and it looks nice. You know, I liked it. vidIQ, nope, hate it, gotta get rid of it. It's below 30. I have a lot of thumbnails that it lists as 14, like 14 out of 100. That's how bad it hates it, and I have nothing against those thumbnails. So that's what it did for. That's my picture. So I said, okay, here's a reference picture of a Tascam 464 and a Tascam 414. Please make me a thumbnail where they're both in it. Yeah. This is supposed to be a 464. I'm assuming that back here is a 414. No. These look like weird radios. And then it added, like I said, this is before I realized I could tell it to stop giving me titles. So it added classic Tascams. It loves this picture. It thinks this is a great picture. I think it's a terrible picture. This does not even look like the product that I'm talking about. They definitely do not look like what I was talking about. I don't even know where they came up with these things. This is dumb, and it gets worse. So here's the next one. Same thing, same picture. Tascam's finest this time. Got a beautiful mixing board back here. Massive speakers up here. You know, these ones. And then these weird looking ham radio type objects. No idea where it got the idea, because even if it referenced a 414 and a 464, they wouldn't look like this. So yeah, you can hear I'm getting a little stressed out, because it's like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And the third one, now they're little boxes. And I have no idea. Beautiful mixing board. Love the mixing board. Analog power. Gotta have analog power in there. And beautiful mixing board. And then these weird little boxes. And they both look the same. Just the name is, just the numbers are different. Colors are different. But they're pretty much the same. Yeah, so not a fan of that. Next one. So this is what I went with. So I went with a different AI creator. And I said, take this picture and make it look animated, because I got tired. And I even tried doing make it look animated with the 464 or with the Tascam one, and it just didn't like it. This one I liked. I was like, yes, I will use this one. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. So then I went on to me. This is a picture I took of myself. And I said the same thing, please animate me, make me a cartoon. And I loved it, and I took it. Now, this is not vidIQ, this is a different one. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, because they wanted me to pay money, and I'm not paying money for any extra photos. Now, here's the fun part. So I took this picture, and I said, I want a thumbnail that includes a picture of me in this picture, that I'm looking I'm looking like I dislike AI, and and then even put in there, I think I put I hate AI or whatever, why I don't like AI. I'm not sure what the actual title is, but it did put that. So here's what it came up with. I suddenly have changed into a younger man here. And it's got and instead of having the flaming suspenders, I now have a flaming shirt. And then why I'm not a famp of AI. So that I'm not going to use. The middle one I'm going to use, even though I don't look like that and I never have. But it's quite funny. It actually looks like a guy who I'm in an a cappella group with. But I'm going to use that one for the thumbnail just to throw everybody off. That's why I'm using it. And then this one here, I am not a fan of AI. I don't know why it decided that my flaming suspenders should become a flaming shirt. But this one is the one that I'm going to use, and I'm downloading it right now. So that is what we're using for this video. I just wanted to share that because I am just absolutely stressed out about AI, and I just wanted to share that stuff with you. So if you enjoy this kind of video, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
It's MIDI, not MIDI. 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 Call it MIDI.